Well, we're back at it. This course is EDUT 522, Emerging Technologies. I'm really excited. Looking at the student list, most of you were with me for 521. And so hopefully you're excited to have me again as your professor and instructor. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time going through the welcome video. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the Meet Your Instructor page because, like I said, I believe everyone in this course was in the previous course. Just know that you can navigate to the Meet Your Instructor, and my cell phone, email, Twitter, Voxer are all right there, and you can get a hold of me whenever you need. Text is great. Email, I respond within 24 hours, and if something's going on, definitely you can give me a call. If you want to learn a little bit more about me and my journey, you can click on the YouTube video right there. It's a little bit dated. It's about 2 years old, but it gives you all the pertinent information. So I want to jump into the announcements. And like I said, most of you, this is going to be pretty normal for you because we spent 8 weeks together already. And so I'm going to start with a quote. We are all just one small adjustment away from making our lives work. And I love that quote. It's from How Do You Know? The character George, because it's really the small adjustments that make a huge difference in our lives. I like the analogy where if you're flying from San Francisco to DC and the pilot was 1 degree off, just 1 degree off, you would end up in Baltimore instead of DC. And so those small adjustments make a huge deal. And so there's a little bit about me on the welcome page. A couple things. I will be either calling or texting you this first week, connecting with you. And once again, you can shoot me a text or an email anytime. If you're calling, don't call after 8:30, 9 o'clock, as I do have kiddos that we put to bed around that time. Just shoot me a text and I'll get it when I can. So a few things at the start of the course that I want to just fill you in on and try to be a little more intentional about front loading. So this video is going to be longer than the weekly videos. But the weekly videos and announcements are posted either on Sunday night or Monday morning, just depending on how my schedule is going. Make sure you go through section 6 of the syllabus. That's where the course policies are with late work, plagiarism, work quality, APA, all that kind of good stuff. Know that it is a master's course and there's not regrading. When you submit it, it should be what you want it to be. Any writing you do, whether it's a paragraph or two or full paper, should be in APA, even if the syllabus or the instructions doesn't state it. All writing should be in APA style. And then obviously plagiarism is not good, and I don't think we'll have to worry about that. But all those policies are in section 6 of the syllabus. So real quick, there are 8 assignments because assignment 2 has 2 different pieces to it. So in a second, I'm gonna pop through those for you, and then make sure to click the discussion question rubric to go over that. That's really important to know that, that the discussion questions aren't throwaways. They're a huge part of the course and of your learning. So make sure you're meeting those requirements, and they really have to add to the conversation. They have to add substance to move the conversation forward and the dialogue forward. And every week, but week 8, they are due on Thursday and Sunday. So you guys should be used to that. I'm going to open this course up on Friday. Please do not post anything until Monday. That's when the course officially starts. And then make sure to bookmark the due date outline, which I'll go through in a second, and review the best practices and tips videos. So like in all my courses, and you guys got this last course, I like to put this at the bottom of the announcements because it's a real quick way to get to everything you need. And so here are all the assignments and their due dates, what week they're on, and then also all the discussion questions. Obviously, the assignments are in the syllabus, they're in the weekly areas, and they're also in the weekly announcements. But sometimes I know my brain's very linear, and this would be helpful to me to know that if I needed to take a quick look, boom, I could do that right there. And then these videos are videos I made. This is a Google playlist that has five videos on it. A couple things I'll point out: use Grammarly when you're writing papers, whether it's for this course or any other course. Use Grammarly. It gives you great feedback for context, for writing conventions. It does a really good job. Submitting assignments to Blackboard, we have to have an actual artifact. I highly recommend using the G Suite, Google Docs, Google Slides, that sort of thing. But we need an action artifact. The easiest way is to download that, not as a Word doc. If you're working on a Google Doc, download it as a PDF, and then you can upload that PDF into the submission box, because then your formatting doesn't get messed up. Sometimes downloading from a Google Doc to Word doc, it can. Share settings, this is something even last course that some people do struggle with, and Google did just update their share settings, so the video, it'll look different, but it's the same idea. You can't just say this link is available to anyone at Concordia. You have to make it available to anyone with the link, because the students are on eagles.cui.edu domain and the instructors are on cui.edu. So if you say within your own domain, I can't open it, and it's frustrating for professors if you're sharing it with other students and they can't open it. It can be frustrating. So make sure your share settings are public. Anyone with the link can open it. And then just a Google Doc header and outline video that is a quick little trick. So real quick here, I'm going to take a minute and pop through every assignment. You can come back to this video and watch it week to week. Know that in the weekly videos I will talk about it as well. And so the first one is Google account. And so what you can see here is you're going to make a Goodreads account on Amazon and join the group created by the instructor. I've already created that in the announcements and in the submission for this assignment. The link is already in there. And what you need to do is pick 4 books. One of them you'll actually read, and you're going to be writing a book report on. So make sure this is a book that you want to read. And so you can go through here and read specifics. Week 1, obviously I'll talk more about it, but essentially you're picking 4 books. 3 you're putting on I'm going to read later. 1 you're going to read for this class and write a paper on. So that's important to pick something that you know you're going to like. So this is new right here. This document just picked up. There we go. I'm going to open in a new tab so that doesn't happen again. Assignment 2A, and this is adjusted because of COVID. Essentially, you're going to be watching a TED Talk that hasn't been part of another class and write a paper on it answering these 3 questions. And there's your rubric. It's not a very big rubric. I think you guys understand the grading here pretty well. And then 2B is part of a bigger one. Is you're going to have to create a Tinkercad account using your Concordia email, and then you're going to have to use this for a couple different assignments. And so this one is you're making an account. You're doing 3 basic skill lessons. Each lesson you're taking a screenshot of the design, and you're putting that in a Google Slides, so a screenshot of it in Google Slides. And so this is a little bit, for some people, this can get a little scary or frustrating because it's using a 3D program to start making some stuff. So know that's coming up. And then the following week you're actually making a design element. And so in Tinkercad, you're going to create an object that's 1 inch by 2 inches by 1/8 inch. So the scale is really important. That's a big part of the parameter. And then you're going to download that as a .stl file. So that's a file that anybody can open in Tinkercad so they can see what you did. So here's the rubric for that. And once again, week to week, I will talk more about each of these assignments. Week 4 assignment is a emerging technology presentation. And so you're going to fill out not this spreadsheet. I created another spreadsheet. It'll be in the week 4 announcements. It's in the submission area, and it'll be, I'll post it multiple times. I'll open this spreadsheet to show you what it looks like, and then you'll see in our video it has all these emerging technology ideas, and then instead of being with all the other courses, I like to just make ours clean, and we'll be right here, and you're going to pick one, and there can't be any duplicates. And so right now I actually want to pop over and show you that week 4, except for my I'll show you in the weekly video. My navigation is not popping up. Oh, there it is. I was just scrolled down too far. So I'm going to open week 4 in a new tab, and right here on the assignment it says please use this spreadsheet. Here's all the technology ideas. You'll put your name here, the topic you're choosing. When you're done with your presentation, you'll put the link to it right there. It's just a little bit cleaner than being on a spreadsheet with all the other classes. So week 5 is a little bit different assignment in that you're just giving feedback on 2 or 3 classmates' presentations in the discussion board. So you will get credit for discussion posts, but you'll also get credit for an assignment. So make sure that's a double dip assignment, so make sure you're on that one. Assignment 6 is a multimedia project, so put that in your head on how you're going to do it. It needs to be a video, or I guess if you're not going to do video, reach out to me. But you could do a live cast on, say, Facebook Live and record it. You could do a Zoom meeting, but it's a multimedia presentation of some sort. So it's not just you talking over slides. It's a little bit more than that. And so create a presentation on your future predictions for the next 10, 20, 30, or 50 years of education and technology. So that's a big topic, and the rubrics there. And once again, for all these, I'll talk in more detail. Week 7, you don't have an assignment. It's week 8 is the last assignment, and that is the book report on the book that you pick during week 1. And so what you're essentially going to be doing is summary of the text, critique of the themes, discussion of the qualifications of the author, and reviews posted in Goodreads. And there's a big rubric as usual. So those, I know that was a little long, but I wanted to go through all the assignments just so you get that in your head, what is coming up. And so that is our welcome video for 5/22. I'm really excited about this. Once again, all the information for the week will be not only in the week area, but it will be in the announcement. And then once again, if you need anything, please reach out, text, email, Vox, direct message on Twitter. Any way you need to get a hold of me, whatever works for you is fine. But I'm really excited for these next 8 weeks. This is a really fun course with a lot of great learning.